According to Section 102 of the Copyright Law of the United States, copyright protection subsists in accordance with this title, original works of authorship fixed in any tangible medium of expression, now known or later developed, from which they can be perceived, reproduced, or otherwise communicated, either directly or with the aid of a machine or device. And who cares about copyright? Who has time to make sense of any of that legal mumbo-jumbo when it's so easy to pull pictures off of the internet? It's for a class. Who's even going to notice? Copyright law is important for many different reasons. Understanding the basics will save you time, future headaches, and possible legal or academic trouble. The Fair Use Doctrine is a small section of copyright law which every teacher and student should be familiar. It protects you while allowing you to use copyrighted materials for academic purposes. In this tutorial, we will discuss several aspects to give you basic understanding of copyright law in the Fair Use Doctrine. First, we will talk about some background information. What is copyright law? Second, we will discuss the 4 factors of the Fair Use Doctrine. By keeping these 4 factors in mind, it will always be easy to determine if you are protected. Last, we will look at some scenarios on how the fair use can be used in the real world. At the end of this tutorial, you will be able to understand the Fair Use Doctrine as it relates to basic copyright law and academic settings, determine the 4 factors of the Fair Use Doctrine, recognize real-world situations, and discuss your own classroom experiences. What is copyright? Copyright law is a form of protection. It protects original works from unauthorized use, reproduction, or distribution. Creators want their works protected just like anyone else would. Copyright law sets strict rules about how copyrighted works can be used while protecting the integrity of the work and possible financial gains. The general rule for copyright duration is that the works created on or after January 1st, 1978 are protected through the life of the creator plus 70 years. Works created before January 1st, 1978 are protected for 95 years after publication, and anything before 1923 are considered in the public domain. Creator is defined as the original author. A work is defined as just about anything, such as a painting, a song, novel, poem, etc. A derived work is any work based off of a pre-existing work. According to the Fair Use Doctrine, there are 4 factors which determine if a situation can be protected under the Fair Use Doctrine. First, consider your purpose. Is it educational or commercial? Second, what is the nature of the copyrighted work? Third, what portion of the original work are you using? Lastly, what is the effect on the potential value on the original work? This means that you may use parts of works for review or criticism for purposes of illustration or commitment, scholarly or technical work, parody, or reproduction to illustrate a lesson, as long as you are not diminishing the future financial possibilities for the creator. Time for some thinking. A student uses a picture of a frog that she found through Google search for her PowerPoint presentation in her Introduction to Biology class. Is this fair use? Take a moment to consider your answer and remember the 4 factors. Yes! This falls under fair use because she is only using the image from the article for an academic purpose, which will not affect the value of the original. A teacher scans 3 complete chapters from a textbook to put on course reserves in the library so his students won't have to buy the textbook. Again, take a moment to consider your answer and think about the 4 factors. No. While the students may love the teacher for not buying a textbook, the teacher is actually breaking copyright law, even though his purpose is technically educational and for the purpose of the textbook is for students. He is not only using a big portion of the work, he is also cutting into financial profits of the creator. In conclusion, creators want their works and integrity to be protected. The Fair Use Doctrine allows the public to use materials in academic situations without fear of legal repercussions. Keeping the 4 factors in mind, the purpose, the nature of the work, portion size, and potential value, you will protect yourself and your own work. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Now, in small groups, discuss, or independently write a paragraph, a time in which you notice the fair use doctrine being an issue in a previous classroom. Use the 4 factors as part of your explanation. This could be a teacher you observed or a fellow student.